I'm going to cover now the topic of the course that we run called How to Achieve PSA Certification. Basically, this is covering how do you get a license from the Private Security Authority to license you for CCTV installation. Now, the type of people who should consider going on this course are people who want to work as professional CCTV installers. So the format of it really is to come along and to give an overview of both the cost, the paperwork implications and the steps and the duration of the process in terms of getting fully certified. So really what we're doing is we're running the training here at our Econ Park Training Centre. The courses are available to book within the training section on freetv.ie, because obviously we're very tied in with the CCTV industry. But because the costs are so great, we'll say, in both in terms of achieving certification, but also in terms of maintaining it, we just want to give people a very comprehensive one-day course so they can see exactly what their options are and what the different costs are depending on who to go with. So it's broken really into two sections. The first of which is part one, is applying for a PSA license. So we're obviously applying to the PSA for that. So basically the pieces of documentation that you need there are, you needed a completed application form. We'll give an example of that. The fee that's applicable for first time applications. The fact that it needs to be accompanied by a tax compliance certificate. That if you're a company, you'll need a certificate of incorporation, or a partnership, you'll need your partnership agreement. Also, we'll say that you'll need to produce a business name if you have a registered business name, which normally would be the case. And the process then for achieving Garda vetting, so how to complete that form, the duration for getting it back, etc. So that's covering one element of it. But the final part that you'd need in terms of your PSA license application to the PSA themselves is you need a letter from a certification body to say that you're going down the road of being certified by a certification body. And that moves us on to part two of the process. So what we'll do is we'll list the whole range of different certification bodies you can go to who are offering training courses or offering certification processes here. So we'll go through the cost that's applicable and when the fees will arise, the fact that you need to sign a contract to say that you're going to complete the process. So there's the application itself, there's the fee, and then we talk about primarily what are you trying to achieve from your certification body. Well, there's two primary pieces of paperwork people are looking for. There's the SR40, which is to say that your management structure is in place and is robust, and then the second thing is to more the technical end of it, which is the PSA 2016-12, and that's just to say that you're following the requirements in relation to the actual technical specification and the actual recording of what's happened and the process for advising your customers on the course itself. The next thing then would be to actually do the installs, and there's an audit process. The audit process is both covering the SR40 element of it, which is really looking at your paperwork, and the other part of it then will be looking at the actual going out on site and looking at different installs that you've done and certifying those. So they'll be looking at everything that has been done according to the compliance with using compliant equipment, and that all the different paperwork steps have been followed for each of the things in terms of advising your customers, etc. At that point, if you're past that, it's possible then to get the full license issued. There's a 2-year cycle on the course with the certification body. So year 2, there's a number of follow-up checks, and then after that you're into an annual renewal. You look at, we'll say, the implications then of what you need to do to keep your license with the PSA renewed, or indeed if you wanted to add on extra courses as well. Once again, that's been covered. Now, in relation to who we have, as with most of the technical courses like this, we're bringing in external expertise who have a lot of experience in this area. We're going to give a full overview of it, and at the end of it, people will have a very, very clear picture on it. One thing to look out on the actual course that you're planning to book, because we're obviously running this course a number of times, is some of the courses are coming with vouchers that are valid with different certifications bodies, so you can actually recoup a lot of the actual initial outlay on it. So it's a pretty full-on one-day course, but at the end of the thing, I think people have an excellent idea of what's involved, and they'll be able to robust thing, so they can sort of look, we'll say, is this something they want to proceed with, and they can of course use the the experience from the course to choose the best certification body from them. So that's it anyway, an overview of how to achieve a PSA certification course that we're running at Ecom Training Centre, and the course is bookable from the training section on freetv.ie.